Hyvää iltaa. And welcome back to the Heart of Osiris Ankh 2. And oh yeah, we had to get past that guard. And do something. Thank you. Yeah, there's nothing here. And there's something that every guard wants. And it wasn't coffee. Do you have any ideas, Mr. Volcano?
Hello, my friend.
I got some bad news about the Ankh. What should I do?
A good friend is sure to help you with all the simple things. For difficult things, you really need to find an expert. And if things get really dramatic, probably the only thing that'll help is a visit to the pharaoh.
In the past, I haven't had the best of experiences when visiting the pharaoh.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Okay, Can't get into the embassy. Do you have anything new?
No more cocktails today.
Tonight, you mean? You mean tonight?
The tailor has cooked up a new method.
We should also try out the hot wax method on your scalp hair sometime.
Ooh, let's get out of here.
Fine, fine. Who could help me get rid of a guard and... It's kind of... I don't know.
Don't you think that the slavery business has lost some of its steam lately?
No way, it's just getting started.
It says,
Wouldn't the
I've sold
world
my
just
house,
be
wife,
beautiful
and
full
camels
of
in
people
exchange
with
for a
slaves,
ticket to Luxor,
and I were
where
their
my new
slave
life awaits
driver?
me.
I think it's high time for you to leave.
You help me?
It's starting to get late.
I doubt he can help me with anything.
But you're broke.
Just one more.
I'm not worried about the camel.
Oh, it's their camel, okay.
So, gentlemen, the municipal office means business. Your camel had to be taken into custody for the well-being of Cairo's citizens. Unfortunately, I have to collect a fine.
That sucks. Didn't I tell you to park that beast somewhere else?
But they never give tickets here usually.
Well, what can you do? Here's the dough. But we want to get an early start in the morning. Is that clear?
This is all your fault, Bar.
Yeah, that's right.
I slapped a fine on the caravan
shut up,
people.
Brazeltine.
Camel's been taking it.
No.
Half a one?
No.
Does that work on the guard or...
What am I supposed to do with this?
That won't work.
The mantra of this game, that won't work. Because I mean, every guard wants money. Yeah, that thing. That's the thing that sometimes you have to walk all the way to the location. And sometimes you just teleport. Is this good?
Hang on a moment. You're not trying to bribe me, are you?
No.
How could you think such a thing? This is just a little donation for the coffee break kitty.
Donation? Thanks, buddy.
Can I go in now? Huh.
I'll have to redecorate somewhat. It's lacking that dramatic, morbid touch that a prince of the underworld and envoy of Osiris requires. And then I'll start searching for the heart of my master.
Daddy, what's happened to you?
Oh, nothing, my little dove. Shouldn't you be in bed already?
I just wanted to go to the fridge again. Cameltep is really thirsty now. Are you really okay?
Never felt better. Buzz off, stupid.
A hurried visitor, my pharaoh!
Visitors? In the middle of the night? I may have to change a few rules around here.
Asil, my dream lover on Earth.
Pharaoh, it's a good thing that we're... What's happened to you?
It's been a long day. Get to the point.
Something terrible's happened. The Ankh was stolen from me and all of Egypt is in danger.
Oh, you don't say. I've already received word of it. And that's why I'm still awake. Now, I have to burn the midnight oil because people like you are incapable of doing their jobs right.
But...
Out of my sight! You have lost the Ankh. You have failed. You have put us all in danger. So that you don't cause even more harm, I hereby ban you from Cairo.
But...
Guard, throw this sinner out of my city.
Okay, I'll go already. But I'll be back to put everything right again.
God forbid.
But Daddy, where will my sweetheart go now?
There is only one place left for Azil to go. The hot, hostile, homicidal desert.
So, is there a reason why no one recognizes him?
Are you sure that he said Nile? I thought he said Jordan.
Nile. Make him cross the River Nile, is what he said. The Nile's the only river round here for miles that we can send him cross. Therefore, he said Nile and not Jordan. Right?
Right.
Then we've done what we were supposed to do. Mr. Dinar, the new almighty pharaoh, is going to be very proud of us.
Life hasn't been too good to me. My slaves are gone, my money is gone, and even my last betting slip didn't bring me any winnings. This world has nothing left to give me. I'll slip into the desert and put an end to it all. The buzzards can feast on my succulent flesh. Hang on a minute. What's this here? Can it be? Thanks be with the pharaoh. Someone has blessed me with a new slave.
Come on, get up, slave, and get to work.
Huh. So it's time for the pharaoh to show his might.
He branded me. What have you done to me?
I've sold you off to this quarry, my dear slave, and I've had you branded. Your skin now says, as it should, property of the pharaoh.
So, I'm my own master.
What have you done to me?
I've sold you off, and I've had yours.
Okay. What about these?
It will certainly be safer for me if they can't compare the faces. It says, I want you for Quarry 17. And there's a picture of me in the middle.
Okay.
It says, wanted El Caravano, dead or alive. No one here will miss it.
Can I take the text? No. Well.
I'm really afraid that he could do something to me.
Think.
Aha! A bunch of cans. Outstandingly packaged figs. Well-packaged fruit.
Okay.
Which would make the mousetrap useless. A trap for these nasty giant desert weasels. I'm really afraid that he could do something to me.
Get to work, you lowly beast.
Oh yeah, that's Asil's father. Oh, I completely forgot.
Hey, you are my lowly beast.
Sorry, slave. That kind of role reversal could only ever possibly happen in a sleazy establishment. Or at least, so I've been told. And now, get to work.
Uh-huh. What about the rest?
Get to work.
I am the pharaoh. Now, if you would be so kind to let me out of here.
Sure. And I'm Cleopatra. Get to work.
How come... Why does no one recognize the pharaoh or... What? Why?
Get to work, you lowly beast!
A lowly beast isn't a particularly nice expression, is it?
This radical new language rule was implemented by the pharaoh himself. It's quite common for despots to discriminate against individuals. And it's not a bad idea at all. Actually, it makes me feel like I'm something better. Get to...
Lowly beast.
Enough of this nonsense. I want to get back to my palace.
It's marvelous when employees aim high, but palace is perhaps just a little bit utopian.
Okay, and one more.
It's easy to catch your death.
Get to...
This is my quarry, you ignoramus. I've had you transferred here as a punishment.
Someone actually did transfer me here for disciplinary readjustment. The pharaoh! My spiffy model of the Eiffel Pyramid didn't tickle his fancy.
Well, that's right. But then again, the idea really stank.
Meanwhile, I deal with all my anger towards the pharaoh by letting it out on slaves like you. Get to work!
Why doesn't this guy just listen? I wouldn't like to have him as a father.
Oh, the irony. Let's show him my picture.
This also won't convince him that I'm the pharaoh.
You go ahead and keep it.
What would he do with it? He practically left it to me. This also won't convince him that I'm the pharaoh. This ugly thing. It really has no future.
Okay, what else? There's that one. The broken, but I don't think I can... Yeah.
This thing doesn't run quite round.
You spin me right round, baby, right.
Full of interesting tools.
Round.
But locked, unfortunately.
Oh, so what are we doing in this place?
The fellow won't let me through.
Hello.
Hey, no passage for no one.
Why not?
This turf belongs to the slave boss.
Yeah, but...
What if I told you that I actually am the pharaoh?
You? The pharaoh? He would never get his feet dirty. Besides, the pharaoh is much taller and much uglier than you.
What gives you that idea?
Well, I'm aware of the legends. If he really were to walk around here, especially without his bodyguards, then we would first flatten him with large stones, quarter him, and when he's completely done in, drown him in the well.
But drowning him in the well isn't necessary, if he's already quartered.
Okay. We could just as well drown him first, and then quarter him. But even with your head stuffed full of these great ideas, the boss is still not gonna want to talk to you.
Ew, I mean, I have a stick, so...
Can I perhaps bribe you somehow?
No. Even if you brought me something more decent to eat than this soggy honey sandwich, you still wouldn't be able to soften me up.
You still get bread with honey? I thought I'd already nixed honey months ago.
What?
Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like these puzzles usually... I mean, new chapter begins with a puzzle that's just find a single item from, what, 1-2 screens you're given, and give it to someone, or use it on someone.
Figs! My favorite food stuff! But what's the deal with this strange packaging? Here, have some of my soggy bread and honey with them. They ain't packed too good.
Honey from the snack of that unpleasant fellow. Sandwich paper from the snack of that unpleasant fellow. The fellow won't let me through.
What?
I get this strange tingling sensation whenever you're near me.
What else do we have to do?
The fellow won't let me through. I won't hold a picture of this El Caravano under his nose. Just a moment. Then he would know that I'm the pharaoh and might do something bad to me. Somehow, the one doesn't stick to the other. The honey sticks to the poster. My picture is in the middle of the wanted poster.
No?
El Caravano. Sounds dangerous.
Then, let me through.
I don't know.
I don't like his voice.
What would the boss say if you didn't let a dangerous criminal through to him?
Okay, you can pass, but that doesn't mean that I like you.
Okay, that's good. That's one puzzle done.
It says, dancing is strictly prohibited for safety reasons.
Can I take it?
It says, dancing is strictly prohibited for safe... Pile of shattered fires. Careful! Sharp edges.
Okay, what do I have to cut? What do I have to cut? There must be something. Okay.
Slaves, as far as the eye can see. Slaves, as far as the eye can see.
No, nothing here, I think, that I can get. Oh. Dim names be punny.
There it is. My kingdom. My empire. By the rotten intestines of the pharaoh. Your mug somehow looks familiar to me.
And your voice sounds familiar as well. Huh.
That's right. I'm El Caravano, the feared bandit.
Doesn't impress me at all, putrid little criminal.
I'd like to get back out of this hole. Can you help me?
Out of here? You'll be getting out of here faster than you like.
Perfect.
In pieces.
Oh.
You're not going to survive for long, unless you join my troop.
Okay. What do you mean by goof-troop?
What do you mean by your troop?
There's only one way of getting out of this quarry alive.
There still is a way. Then I must have a word with my architects.
What?
Oh, sometimes I talk crazy. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
Anyway, like I said, there's only one way of getting out of this quarry alive. And that's with my airtight escape plan.
Escape plan? How wicked.
But I'm not gonna tell a squirt like you.
Why not?
Because a sniveling little wimp like you doesn't deserve to be accepted into a troop like mine.
So, you know.
But I'm not a wimp.
Yes, you are. I bet you wouldn't even dare to pull a prank on the foreman. You were probably planning on sucking up to him all along. You worm.
No worries. You and me are both not too keen on the foreman.
Then prove it. Finish him off real good. Leave him crying.
How?
What should I do to make him blubber?
Can't you come up with anything, huh? I saw from the start that you didn't have it in you.
Yeah, fine, fine. I'll steal his play blocks, whatever they were. I have a sharp stone and there is a maroon, so yeah, we're gonna be cutting it at some point. Huh. That's a funny way to say chisel, chisel, hammer, hammer.
Wow, you work pretty close to the edge. Aren't you afraid this thing will fall down?
No, why? I've got a safety rope, and as
Okay.
long as I don't chip off too much from the left, then everything stays stable.
Yes, so I'm guessing what we need to do. I'm guessing we have to be mean.
In my opinion, you should really just chip off a little bit more from the left.
Why?
I mean, because
If that's supposed to be the pharaoh, then he needs a more finely chiseled nose.
How would you know that?
Because... I mean... I once had a thing going on with my own sister, basically.
I once had something going on with his sister.
If you think so, then I'll just chisel off another little bit here.
Okay, so do we first cut it?
An all-purpose tool.
No. There we go. Can I leave this way? Oh.
Some great artist I am. The statue just tips over. Everything's in vain.
I don't know, somehow I felt like that should have been harder to do.
A bird's nest with a few eggs in it.
Multi-tool?
I'm not good at throwing.
Paper?
The nest has been built. Paper isn't required.
Sticks?
Wow. I didn't know what I'm capable of.
Why? Who do I throw
bird
this at? Can I go down? No, I don't think so. I mean, if nothing else, at least these games, both. I don't know about the third. They do quite good job showing on where you can go.
Leave me alone. I'm sulking.
I'm gonna throw an egg at you.
How does someone go about cheering you up again?
Nothing can stop me from sulking now.
Nothing?
No.
I mean, if I can throw the egg.
Nothing at all?
No.
Not even the paper?
Not the slightest thing?
No.
Do you mean that there's not even the faintest glimmer of hope?
No.
Really?
No hint of a possibility?
Well, come to think of it, a tasty dish might help to brighten my mood.
Yeah.
Couscous with lark's tongue?
Whatever. However, freshly prepared would be a plus.
You're not exactly making it easy for me.
That's a fresh egg.
Should I really throw that at him?
Fine. What else?
Obviously, no one's pushed you off a cliff yet.
Anyway, about this foreman.
The foreman still looks quite perky. I knew that you wouldn't do it.
I will do it.
I mean, he's not quite the...
Slaves, as far as the eye can see.
He is not quite Lex Luthor, but... he is close. What is in here?
Don't exactly smell lemon fresh.
Ooh, let's pick up the soap.
Oh dear. Extremely high power soap for men who take it to the limit.
Uh-huh. Is there anything else? I see a comb.
I don't want to know who has already been combed with it.
What else? What else do I do with this? Nothing. Waste of space.
The large wheel is connected to the well. A hole driven into the roots of Earth to deliver water. A hole driven into the roots of Earth to deliver water. Reality would show that paper doesn't always win against the well.
Huh. So wait, do I have to do something with the...
A wobbly wedge is stuck here in the wall.
Wobbly wedge. Yeah, do I have to do something with the paper on that one?
What can be done with such a device? No tool for my tender hands.
Anything else? No. Oh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. What do I do then? He's still there? Yeah. Let's go through these.
That won't work. 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 That won't work.
Really? Nothing.
That won't work. That won't work.
Not even this?
That won't work. This thing doesn't run quite round.
Okay. Let's go back to the well then. There must be something I can do there. Or do I need more cans of figs?
That won't work. That won't work. Well, now it's gone.
Wait. What did I throw down?
Put the soap in. Hey, what's happening?
Who dares to desecrate my well?
Now I'm already hearing voices. Must be the heat.
Okay.
Only Mr. Ra would make the water even cleaner. I don't want to throw it down there. That won't work.
Yeah, what did I...
Stone loses against well. Everyone knows that.
I don't remember what... What did I have? Also, what's up here now? Now that it has moved... Nothing.
Obviously, no one's thrown any stones at you yet.
Anyway, about this...
The form...
I will...
Fine. What else? Who needs a comb? Ah.
A good hairdo is you. That won't work.
Why don't you keep it? Why don't you keep it?
He doesn't really deserve that.
Fine. What do I do?
I'm really afraid that he could do something to me. I better not do something that daring. I never wanted to be a torturer. I always wanted others to do that for me. I could comb his beard. Or I could leave it alone.
You go ahead and keep it.
Better not. I may not like him, but it isn't really that bad after all.
You go ahead and keep it.
A lot of well-packaged supplies.
It's gotta be this. But, I mean, it didn't work.
That won't work.
There has to be something that I can do with that.
That won't work. That won't work. That won't work.
Or do I combine these?
That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. That won't work.
What do I do?
It's easy to catch your death when you wander alone. What have you done to me?
Knives and
that's the same.
I am the pharaoh. I never wanted to be a torturer. Have you noticed that he's bald?
It's better if you keep it.
I better not start an argument with him. He certainly wouldn't be amused.
It's better if you keep it.
So, what do I do? What am I missing? Ah.
A nice solid wedge.
Ah. Ankh. I know. Okay, fine. I think this goes there then. Is it? Okay. What can I do? No. Okay, nothing. Oh. Huh.
Strange. It says as much as open here.
Huh. Can I just go further? Ooh.
Moses?
What? Who's speaking?
Are you Moses?
No.
Damned! Where's that good-for-nothing lolling about anyway?
I am the pharaoh.
What? Then let my people go.
So you're... Wait, wasn't it your brother? Isn't Moses... never mind.
Do your people consist of bushes?
Pharaoh, don't go too far. My people are the Israelites, who you've enslaved.
Isn't Moses a soccer player?
But only because you can't make money with rebellion. He's our fundraiser.
Huh.
Since when could bushes talk?
There's only one bush that can talk sense, and that's me. And I am the god of the Israelites.
A god! I'm delighted to meet a colleague.
Blasphemer! A pharaoh is but a mere mortal. If you want to join me in the realms of God, you should get a start on shrinking your oversized ego right about now.
You're actually okay for a bush.
Thanks. You seem like quite a reasonable fellow to me. In any case, you got more brains than this Moses guy. Say, would you perhaps be interested in leading my people out of Egypt?
Huh? What do you say?
Never mind. It was worth asking.
Wow! Knots? No one ever taught me that.
Aha! The pharaoh!
Okay, so what do I have to do with you?
But you're quite a small bush.
Watch your tongue, pharaoh! Even a little bush can wreak untold havoc.
Uh-huh.
Why on earth did you have to manifest as a balmy bush?
Don't make me angry! I like bushes. And what else am I supposed to take in this sparse environment? A grain of sand, maybe?
How about a shrubbery?
I'll build a park here. But with tulips, all the bushes will be uprooted.
That! You! No! It happened again! This always happens when I get worked up. Oh, man. The last time it was Moses who really burned me up. Now I have to wait again for the next rainy season. Or, I could send the floods.
I don't like how he's animated. Well, almost animated.
Better not. It doesn't appear advisable to damage it.
It's better if you keep that.
It certainly wouldn't like it.
It's better if you keep that. It's better if you keep that.
It doesn't appear advised. Knots? No one ever taught me that.
Wait a second.
An egg in the pan, more or less.
Wait a second.
What are you doing there? That really is the limit. Just you wait. I'll cover your kingdom with plagues. Plagues! Yes, indeed. It'll rain locusts. And frogs will fall from the skies. And furthermore, hail. Yeah, yes, indeedy.
Whatever you say. But this fried egg is roasted to perfection.
And you'll also be roasted, Pharaoh.
Okay, so now we have the food for the one guy.
Strange. It says as much as open here.
But what does it help
The blocks
me?
of stone are rolling towards the Nile.
What good is it to help the artistic guy unless he can unravel the gift? Maybe? Hom. I have food for you, or your thoughts.
That's kind of you. Thanks.
Wow! A little hammer for precise work with the chisel.
I will certainly not need it again.
Thanks. I'll see you later.
Do I have to... Wait.
A futuristic tool of the strange slave. That won't work.
Do I do something here? No. Do I... Ah.
That won't work.
Do I give them to you? You can chisel it.
Why don't you keep it? Why don't you keep it?
Then what do I do?
Why don't you keep it?
Knots? No one ever taught me that. That won't work. 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 That won't work.
Do I...
A big vein of firestone. That won't work. That won't work.
Do I...
That won't work. That won't work.
I need to go back outside. Oh, this movement. I don't know. I just... I don't think I'll ever get used to it. Can I do it from here?
That won't work. That won't work. That won't work.
Huh. Then what do I do with a chisel and a hammer? Huh. I am perplexed unless...
That won't work. That won't work. That won't work. Knots? No one ever taught me that. That won't work. That won't work. Well, now it's gone. Well, now it's gone. I don't want to throw it down there. Stone loses against, well, everyone knows that. Reality would show that paper doesn't always... That won't work. That won't work.
I mean, there is the no dancing sign.
What should I do with this?
It looks very curious. But why should I give it to him? He looks very nuts. No one ever taught me that.
What should I do with this?
He doesn't even have any hair. He looks very curious. But why should I better not start an argument.
What should I do with this?
How do I split the rock? How do I do this? Or do I give the gift to the four men, Asil's father? Is that the solution?
A wobbly wedge is stuck here in the wall. That won't work. That won't work.
It feels like I should get that wedge off.
Nuts. No one ever
oh yeah,
taught
I can't
me
give
that.
it. Well, actually, it's been half an hour about, so I think I'll leave it here.
A futuristic tool of the strange slave.
Yeah, on the next episode, we'll see if the pharaoh escapes. Until then.
Wow!
Bye-bye.
This hinge doesn't work. It's much too rusty.